Alright, so in this circuit here, it's a really neat circuit. It's nice and handy because it's a water level indicator. Basically, the LEDs light up sequentially as the water level starts to rise in any given tank. Very useful when it comes to HHO, or you have any projects with HHO, or basically, if you, let's say you have an RV and you want to fill it, you have a water tank and you want to fill it, you don't have a visible means of seeing how much water you got in there. Well, if you stagger the electrodes, kind of like here's the diagram, divide your tank into equal spaces, you will see that as the water starts to rise, your LEDs will start to light up sequentially all the way till they reach this buzzer. Now you don't want to reach that. So what we got here is, let's give an example. This is going to mimic the water. Now when you got to that point, theoretically you probably went a little bit too far. So let me show you how this works one by one. We'll mimic the water without having to put them on the water. So in this case here, what we got is positive electrode, and we're shorting this out. So basically LED number 1 starts to light up, and as the water starts rising, all these inputs represents 7 different electrodes. And as the water level is rising, there's a common in there, and it starts to trigger, and as you can see, the chip does its work and sends a signal to the next LED. And we can continue doing this, and it will continue rising in level. Now when we start getting to this point, you notice I changed the color from green to yellow. I have 2 yellow LEDs, and I did this because that way, once we get to this yellow, you want to start being aware of the rate of water you're putting into this tank. And once I reach that level, then I would stop the process. That way, if it's in a remote location and you can't really see the water level, and it's very helpful to stop at that point. If you continue going, you're entertained, or I don't know, this is what happens. It goes into the red, it goes into alarm, and it tells you, hey, the water level went over. So anyways, there it is. There's the water level indicator. Once again, I'm going to show you a picture of the diagram. If you got any comments, any questions, feel free to post. Thank you.